Right, hello and good morning. What is today? Oh, it's Wednesday. Whoop, whoop, Wednesday. I have to go to work for a few hours. Then I have to take a road trip. I got the email yesterday afternoon that my passport is ready. So, we'll be taking a road trip. Today is definitely a road trip day. Good morning, John. Good morning, everyone. Let me get my stuff situated here and we'll be on our way. Sharon, good morning. Twisted Girl, hello. Oh. Road trip day. 100-degree day. Hot every day. Whoops, hold on. My phone came out of its mount. Look for all the papers. Make sure I can get my passport later today. Give me just a second. I'm getting all my paperwork. Give me a second. All right. Getting organized. Organizing my day. I guess that'll be it. It don't take long, living on love, living on love. I did not start the car yet. It's going to be miserable out there. The one, hello, Debbie Mack, what's up? Yeah, we got a road trip, not now, a little bit later. Yeah, they give you like a finite time between like 12 and 1 or 1 and 3, just a weird time to get your passport. It's like, why? I'm driving from a long way away. Why would you give me like a time limit? Just say when you're open, let me come by. Strange stuff. Oh yeah, it's hot. Another day. Okay. Hi, Hal. We're ready to roll. You ever felt like you've been doing something like thousands of times and it feels kind of repetitive? I'm feeling a little repetitive today. Yeah, I'm having some definite deja vu that I've done this like before and before and before. Well, today after I get my passport, that is part 1 of 2 or 3, and after I get all this stuff done, I can travel again easily. And hopefully that will last me a while. Be nice if you could talk to these immigration people, customs people, just not stamp it in the middle of my pages, and kind of be more respectful with our passports. The way they throw your passport around and just stamp anywhere and throw a stamp on it's kind of like annoying. You know? It'd be nice if they like gently put it and kind of line them up or something. They just slap it in there. I think the people that control passports don't actually have a passport. They treat yours like an old piece of notebook paper. I need them to treat my passport a little bit better. It's a big headache. Maybe that's something we got to start trying to do. The passport agency, at the passport, in the entry and exit of the country, hey man, you mind stamping my passport a little bit more carefully? I'd really appreciate it. What a day. Comments stopped. Did everybody stop commenting, or it just naturally stopped? I don't know. It's living on love. Okay, I don't see the comments. What's going on here? Let me fix it again. Oh, now they came back. Zach, hello. Bless us today. All right, just took a little bit for them to come back. What's happening? Hi, Jamie, hello. Will you be going back to see your family? Of course. We'll be headed to the Philippines in a few weeks. Let's see how much more time it takes to get the rest of my stuff done. Now, the next thing I need to do is transfer visas to the new passport. And then I need to call somebody today. I need a 10-year multiple visa for China for business. So I need to figure that out too. I'll call somebody today. See what that step will do. I wonder if I can apply and then later on go visit their embassy. I think the closest Chinese embassy is in Riyadh. Unless they have one in Bahrain, that would be nice. It'd be nice if you could do all this stuff just online and by mail. Having to visit all these places is kind of weird. I know when I went to Vietnam, I did my pre-approval visa online, then they give it to you when you arrive. Oh, that was a mistake. Arriving in Vietnam was terrible. I had to pay a damn bucksheesh just to get my stuff done, or I've been at the airport for days. Crazy. Entry into Vietnam's not easy. Kind of a headache. Even though I had a visa letter, you have to have another paper with a picture, and I didn't have none of that stuff. I guess I didn't know the protocol. Going to a communist country is still a headache. They don't like random visitors. I think I'll look online this morning what the Chinese require. We have a group of people in China right now working with another group, with a customer group for a week in China. It's just perception. What's up, Big Vampire Boy? Hello. Uh, yeah, we have, I think, 5 to 7, maybe even more people in China all this week. They do something in our business called a factory acceptance test. So if you buy infrastructure for your network, the factory sets it up in the factory, and you inspect it, and you approve it before it's shipped to the country, called a factory acceptance test. A FAT. Kind of crazy. And it's an expensive process. You fly 5 to 10 people to another country, to a factory, keep them there 3 days to a week. And they set the system up with dummy loads to show them it works. I've never had a customer refuse a FAT, so I guess they're always ready. You got a FAT and a SAT. Imagine as a consumer, if you went to Ford and you accepted your car before it was delivered at the factory. And then once it arrived at the dealership, you accepted it at the dealer. Well, that's what they do in the commercial comms business. They accept what was manufactured, and then when you install it, they accept the system at their business. That'd be some nice consumerism right there. You have to go to the factory to get your car, to approve it. Man, there's the new Land Cruiser. It's definitely ugly. They ruined the new Land Cruiser. Check this out. That's the new Land Cruiser. Ugly. That was one of their worst designs in history for Toyota. Really a bad deal. It looks like a minivan now. Japanese, you guys you're losing touch with the people. Definitely not a pretty car. It ain't nothing, just to see that old fire in you and me. Man, it feels like things are just not working here. I'm quiet. I've had coffee, but I still feel quiet. Yesterday, when I got home in the evening, I didn't go on Twitch. I didn't feel like it. I'm in. What's this dude doing out there? He ran a red light. Good morning, Tim. How you doing, sir? It's another beautiful day. We're headed to work. To start another round of work. At least today at around 12 o'clock, I'm going to roll out. 11:30, 12 o'clock, I'll be leaving. I've got to go to Kobar and get my new passport. Hey, Des, good morning. I tell you what, the Chinese brought the MG brand from the UK, and they are really wearing it out. You got MG trucks, MG sedans, SUVs. Personally, I only remember MG as a little two-door convertible, but they put that brand name on everything. Our consulate is in Kobar, yeah. Brand new one, really nice, good place. I was shocked how nice the new one is. The other one was ancient. This new consulate is very nice. They could have mailed it, but that never works out here. There's no address. It doesn't come right. They want to use some shipping company I never use. So I got to go back to Kobar today. They use something called SM something, saying some independent crap place that I'm not using. You know, somebody made a deal, the lowest bidder got the deal, and it's terrible. It's a company that I've never even received a package from. I can't see now. Are we green or red? Here's our, yeah, we'll do it online. We may go on Twitch to Kobar. Look at all these guys. Good morning, gentlemen. Waiting on your exciting work that doesn't really happen. I don't understand. I bet you them old boys got a chip on their shoulder, hanging out in this boiling heat every day, just waiting and waiting. I wonder how that all started. Did one guy just stand on the corner, and then another guy, then they started flying in to stand on the corner? In a small town out in the middle of nowhere, Saudi Arabia. Can you imagine? You're in your country. But like, you're in your country, you're over in India, Pakistan, you think, man, I'm going to fly on over here, stand in a little bitty town on the street corner and hopefully get some work. It's going to be 120 degrees every day, but I don't mind. Just to pay for the airfare, your ticket, your apartment, and everything to come over here, hell, that's just crazy. They must live 45 to a room, stack up on each other. Jabel's a Saudi gulag. It's just, there ain't nothing here. I don't think they understand that you can't work in oil and gas unless you're bona fide certified. You just can't go to work in the oil and gas refineries or facilities unless you have to pass a lot of tests, security background, safety background. You have to have a minimum level of English comprehension. You have to pass tests for all this. You can't just walk on a plant and go to work. Every employee has to be approved to work at every place. We have a whole department that just handles that process. It's a headache. Where I said all those guys there, they're just handling all that kind of stuff. That's their job. Just to get all these people's IDs, training, certificates, exams. And we have the customer, or we have people that get rejected. We have people get rejected. We just let them go. They can't read the documents or pass the basic exam. They're out of there. Not by us, by the customer. I don't know what the percentage is, but I'm pretty sure we have a few people don't pass the test every year or every few months. They starting to hang out at 7-Eleven again. I don't know what they do. All that mean is some illiterate guy somehow got into our company and somehow got past the screening to be tested by the customer. It's actually our fault. We should do pre-tests. We need to pre-test people before we send them to the customer. I just thought about that. I need to ask them, why are we not pre-testing people to avoid these problems? We should pre-test. I'm going to ask today if we do that. I'm curious. Do we pre-test people so we don't go through the headache and nonsense of getting somebody ready to go for these tests just for them to fail? What do you do when they pray working is not allowed, right? If they on a plant, they can pray later. We have a mosque in our building, but when you're on duty at the you can't be in oil and gas with pipes and everything running. You can't just stop. They schedule around their duty. Imagine the dude in the crane. Prayer time. Shuts the crane down. He's 200 feet in the air. I don't think so. Crane operator. A little hard for a crane operator to go to prayer. He's 100 feet up in the air in a little bitty box. He climbs an hour just to get to the top of those things. What is this dude doing? I wouldn't sit in one of them cranes. Have you seen the cranes they climb into? Way up in the air. It's crazy. You know the guy that I gave a bunch of crap to yesterday about wearing a tie? He ain't wearing one today. He's here without a tie. He'd been wearing a tie. And every time I see him, I give him crap. Why are you wearing a tie? It's hot as hell out here. You're working in oil and gas. Today he's there without a tie on. He shed it for the first time. Really. I'm glad to see it. He got some common sense. Imagine 120 degrees, you working oil and gas, you wearing a tie to work. Something ain't right. Anyway, old boy stopped wearing a tie. Bully. I ain't a bully, I'm just explaining. He had a different perception thinking it was cool. Ain't that cool about a tie? It's hot as hell. Long sleeve shirt's okay because you're covering up your skin from the sun, but a tie makes no sense. I understand long sleeves and clothes. We've learned that you better cover from the sun because it's not good. Oof. Living on love. What do you say? Good morning, and how are you today? Very, very good. Very, very good. What you do today? You're going to Cobar? Oh, I have something in Cobar.
No, delivery. I have to deliver.
Can you go to my embassy?
No,
You can't go there? Why?
I go there.
If I give you a letter to pick up my passport, you can do or no?
Where is
Cobar.
Alcoba?
Let me read the instructions.
No, I think
Morning. How are you? We still don't know what to do.
I cannot go inside.
يلا تفضل. I'm on it. تفضل.
Should be person, sir.
I don't know. I think I can give you a letter.
No. Nobody gives a passport. Should be person.
Maybe you on a bad list. You go there, they'll tie you up or something.
No, sir. I know the passport is anybody can use. Sir.
No, it says in the email I can send a representative. No problem, I'll go. Welcome. There's something in that email that says I can send somebody else. I just got to do something. I can send a representative. He's already up there working now. Why can't he just handle it? You morons. Oh, Shamsuddin. Where is old Shamsu? Is he not here yet? Shamsu? Tal. Nescafe Gold from Bacala.
Okay.
Buy one new. Big.
Okay.
Thanks. And my coffee. The eggs is next, one thing at a time. He's not a multitasker. You give him too many things to do, he won't do any of them. One at a time, piece by piece. Yeah. He's definitely not a multitasker. Hell, he forgets one thing sometimes. The only thing he remembers to do every day is call his wife. Other than that, everything's debatable. Why should I ask for coffee? He should know every morning just to have it here, but you gotta ask him every morning. Because it's just the way he is. He's programmed to, he has a reactionary programming. He reacts to what he's supposed to. He's not a deep thinker. Yeah, he's a minimalist. He's actually got 4 shirts and pants the same color. They bought him for him, told him to wear that. That's actually a uniform. They had a white shirt and black pants, but it looked dirty, so they bought him kind of a brown one. So when he serves coffee and gets a little on him, it doesn't show everywhere. Got an easy life. He don't. Pretty easy life, you know. Look, he just came back from 45-day paid vacation. Old cleaning guy gets the same holidays, if not more than I did. He's a good guy. You could replace Shans with a robot. I don't think so. I don't see that happening. Do a real quick check on my email, see if I have any urgencies. Why is Microsoft advertising to me in my corporate email? Our corporate email is ran by Google. Do people like that also get housing? Yeah, he gets housing, everything. He even gets free transportation, free ride to work, free housing, and free holidays. He gets the same as everybody else. And he gets tax-free work. He's actually living a fairly luxurious life. And his son now works in our warehouse. Their family's doing pretty good. Yeah, nothing. People think, oh, this salary's low, that salary's high. What are you talking about? Oh boy, gets 30, 40 days vacation a year, a free ticket to go visit the family, free housing. He gets everything. He got a nice little deal. And he don't have any major responsibility. I hear you. He doesn't have to do deep thinking, you know. He doesn't have no expenses, basically. He got no expenses and no stress. Stress is the killer in most jobs. One of the few times I get to see you live, watch replays live. Philly Mac, thanks. Man, we're hanging out today. I'm going to be traveling in about 8, 9, 10, 11, about 2-3 hours. I'm going to go up to Cobar, to the city. Okay, let me read this email. Okay, we would like to tell you, okay, if you would like to authorize someone to pick up your passport, please provide them with a receipt and your current passport. You will also need to give them the written permission to pick up the passport. Written authorizations generally follow this format. I write your full name, give the other person full permission to pick up my passport at the consulate. I just got to write a letter. Why not just do it? I could send somebody else. It says right here I can do that. Let me print this out. He's going to be in Cobar. Why can't he take care of it? Save me a headache. I don't like going all the way there anyway. Oh, wait a minute. There's some program. You have to register first to STEP. STEP. Smart Travel Enrollment Program. Thank you, Mr. Will you say good morning, everyone?
Good morning. Everything okay? Very, very good. Okay, sir? Today, egg?
Yeah, eggs today, same.
Okay.
They want me to enroll in a STEP, Smart Travel Enrollment Program. Here's what I'd like to say about that. I've been seeing U.S. Embassy warnings about every place that I travel to. And, oh, don't go there. Oh, be careful there. Now, some of the ones are fairly true. But the one that what does it say, Saudi Embassy? They always had a warning in Saudi. The one in Philippines makes sense. You need to stay out of parts of Mindanao. Philippines makes a little sense. It's kind of dangerous. Philippines is a bit like the Asian hood. You got to be kind of careful. You got to have some street smarts. Don't go roaming around the jungles out there. You'll end up with somebody's wife. And not in a good way. Yeah. You should be careful roaming around the remote villages in the Philippines. Don't they have a warning about Memphis and Detroit? They should have one. They do. But the embassy is for international warning, not local. The only one I've ever seen that was fairly true, full of men boys, I don't think so. Mindanao got some crazy ass people. The guy who built back the house was poisoned and died recently. The guy who built what? Who built the back of the house? The back of the house? You mean our house there? The one there, Cole? Who died? I'm confused. The guy behind our old house? Is that what you're saying? That short guy. Really? Got poisoned and died. Damn. So the guy who built the new one was poisoned and died. That's crazy. Accidental poisoning, or somebody did it on purpose? Definitely wouldn't. Gotta be careful. Yeah, Philippines is no joke. Shit's crazy over there. I'll ride you again, Cole. You need to watch how you handle people there. People there is crazy. Scared to eat the Philippines. Man, I got sick, death-defyingly sick there. You shouldn't eat a little bitty cafeterias. It's dangerous. People that open up a little cafe on the street, it's best to stay away from that. It's easy to get poisoned. They said he was most likely poisoned on purpose. Really? Huh. That's crazy. I don't know about believing all that stuff because you know how it is. I don't believe a whole lot of things. Seems probable, but doesn't seem logical. Why would you poison a little old labor guy? What good will that do somebody? Then again, I don't know the thinking of the people that he was hung around, you know. Somebody didn't like him. Well, that happens a lot. And you got to be careful. You got to be careful who you mess with. Yeah. It's really good to be careful. Probably over a woman. You're right. They got a jealousy thing there. He may have had a woman thing or girlfriend thing or daughter thing. You never know. Dangerous as hell. I know when I was young, I'm probably lucky I made it out of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Before I was married, I was hanging out down in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Damn dangerous back then. The city's not, it's tourist, but outside of town, Puerto Vallarta, outlying of the city, I didn't even know it. They got gangs back when I was young. There was a bunch of young guys wearing blue pants and a white shirt. Looked like school guys. Apparently it's a gang. And they dress like that because they're a special kind of gang. Hell, I was messing with them. Didn't even know it. I'm glad they didn't understand me. I probably could have ended up dead. I was messing with the Mexican gangs down deep in the heart of Mexico. I had no idea. I didn't know they were gangs. I thought they were school dudes. I was really messing with them too. I was roaming around Puerto Vallarta like a wild man. Hanging out. That's crazy. Are there other Islamic countries as safe as Saudi? All the GCC countries are safe. Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia. These are your Gulf cooperative countries, GCC. The rest of the countries are questionable. But your GCC countries are ran properly. Yeah, they're real safe. They keep it pretty good, you know. It's the non-Gulf countries that are questionable. Yeah, you can go to Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman. Everything's really chill. You know, they have monarchies and then the emirate countries, they don't put up with no nonsense. They live in a peaceful, well-managed society. No nonsense. UAE is very chill. These countries don't put up with no nonsense. You start acting the fool, they kick you out. You do too much things, they actually put you in jail, then kick you out. It's easy to get kicked out of a country in the Gulf. I think in Dubai, they used to have it where DUI is immediately deportation. You're not even allowed to get DUI. They deport them immediately. It's like a major crime. Yeah, Saudi's real chill, Aaron. Good to see you, by the way. Yeah, they deport people for DUI. That's strict. They don't put up. They have no tolerance over in Dubai for that. You know, in America, if you commit a crime, go to prison. When you get out, you get deported if you're not a citizen. We do the same in America, but they just turn around, get to the border, and come back. But we deport people all the time. You're not sure that's true? Let's look it up. Okay, here you go. Safe driver. Safe driver. What you should know about the UAE drunk driving penalties. Zero tolerance means you will be charged with a DUI caught under the influence. You will face jail time and deportation from the Emirates, from the UAE. You can look it up. It's pretty much available everywhere. Deportation and jail. So they're going to deport. First you're going to jail, then they're going to deport you. Watch my screen. I watched a documentary about that a couple of years ago. I knew it was pretty bad. There was a country also that gave 40 lashes for drinking and driving. Been to all 50 states, 15 countries, but not even close to the how many countries you travel. I don't know. I've been to so many. I need to make a list. Lots of partying going on in Dubai. Yeah, they're partying, but they're taking taxis. They used to even have clubs that would pick people up in a bus so they wouldn't risk it. Because if your club gets DUI people in and out of it, it's pretty dangerous. Is Qatar worth the trip? It's just a little bitty island country. I don't really know what you do in Qatar. What are you gonna do there? Ain't nothing there. Got a city or two. It's a little old country. I ain't going to the 88-cent breakfast. Shamsin ain't gonna give me some boiled eggs. I mean, Qatar's a nice country, but what you gonna do there? It's a little old small place. During the summer, none of this area is worth coming to. Wintertime, no problem. It's beautiful. You can come over here and see all the GCC countries. But during the summer, ain't no sense coming here. I don't know what you'll do in the summer except the house. Yeah, it's good in the winter. Don't come in the summer. Now, Saudi in the summer, you can go down to Abha in the mountains, but other than that, it's like you just don't go to the desert in the hot summer. Ain't no reason. Too damn hot. Look at me. I ain't been out on the weekend in weeks. I ain't been to the desert. Thank you, Philly Mac. Good night, man. Have a good one. Yeah, I ain't been out in a long time because I don't go out in the summer. I hang out at the house, play video games. Yeah, I just play video games all the time. That's what I do. Well, I forgot to put my microphone on today. That's why you're hearing all the background noise. The ambient noise is overwhelming today. Need to change my clothes. Well, looks like I'll be on a road trip in a few hours. I'll probably do the road trip on Twitch. Maybe we'll do it here. You need to stop those video games and tidy your room. My room's tidy, but video games are nice. Video games is a good way to multiplayer and hang out with folks. Take MSC cruise in Albania Gulf during the winter. Really? I think you meant Arabian Gulf, not Albanian Gulf. Do it on YouTube. Yeah, I'll do an afternoon cruise to the consulate on YouTube. You're right about the nonsense. Old Twitch can full of nonsense. It's already been, actually they did a survey and a synopsis on the difference between YouTube and Twitch. YouTube people are more educated, better, well-mannered, different age category group. Twitch is a little bit of a loose cannon. And it's loose. Alright folks, I guess I should go. I got a few emails, things I gotta get started. Thanks for hanging out on this brief moment today. We'll be on in a few hours if you're awake. We'll do a road trip on YouTube a little later today. So thank you for hanging out with me this morning. Really appreciate you folks. See you next time. Bye. Yeah, I got to get my work done. All right, bye everyone. Bye Des. Bye everyone. See you later, Zach. Have a great day. Oh, take care. Thank you. Yeah, we got to get stuff done.